Hey everyone, welcome back to Weird Bandai. Today I have Erik and Merrick the Barbaric brothers. And I don't remember which is which. Oh well, anyway. These two were, brothers. They were in an episode of the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers that Zed summons. They had like a surfer dude way of talking. They were always together. And they both had a neat little power-up. They would start off, like without all this armor, and then they would get the armor, like when they grew big or something. Okay. Now how does this come off? Okay, there it goes. So there's how they would look normally. This bigger one, let's see, he only has this one little drill thingy that goes over his hand that comes off, so let's pop that back on for now, and put him back there. The figures are pretty nice figures. The sculpt is really good, really accurate to the show. Let's see. Turn him around there. There's detail all around this guy. He has like a little flask or something on the back of his belt there. There's little straps on these little metal things. That's a neat little detail. Let's see. You can see in this musculature or whatever this is, he has this little metal thing like tied in there or something. I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, a lot of really cool detail on these guys. Let's take a look at the little one there now. Let's see. Focus on the face there. You can kind of see it. Oh, and this one has an action feature. He has this little thingy on his arm, and there's a little thing here. You push down on it, and it makes a little blade spin around. It's a pretty neat little thing for him to have. Let's see. Articulation on both these guys is pretty standard. They got leg articulation, shoulder articulation, no head movement. This guy's the same way, even though he's quite a bit bigger scale and a vinyl figure. So anyway, so what's the weird thing with these guys? Well, the weird thing is that these are the only figures these guys got. They're brothers, they're a duo, they're only ever seen in the one episode, like, together, but they're completely different scales, and I don't really know why. It seems like for characters who are brothers and only ever seen together in one episode, you'd make them the same size. Maybe Bandai's idea was that, like, I don't know, variety, like, oh, we'll have one big one little one. But it's very strange. Out of all the monsters they could have picked, why these two in particular? There's, like, far more deserving monsters, I feel like. There's ones who were more entertaining, more unique, had more opportunity for, like, action features. Like, these guys... Like, this is kind of a neat thing. He has this armor you can put together. Let's see. These little gears are hard to get in there. Oh, those gears are made of rubber and not plastic. That's different. There, now it's in there. So here's, I think this blue one is Erik. I don't remember for sure. Anyway, yeah. There they are, both in their armor. The other weird thing is that the big one, the armor doesn't come off. It's always on there, aside from, like I said, this little drill on his hand there. That's the only part that comes off him. Merrick, I think, is the big one. So yeah, that's the one weird thing, is just why different scales for these guys, and why does he have, like, armor that's removable? And why doesn't this one? Why did they choose to make him with the armor on? It's an interesting thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's a perfectly valid choice to make him with the armor that he had in the show. It's just... why? I would really like to know why they prioritized making both of these guys. I mean, it makes sense to make both of them. They're brothers, and like I said, they're a duo that always appear together in that one episode. It'd be like if they made Bulk and Skull toys, but then they only made, like, one. Actually, yeah, that's a good comparison with these guys. Imagine if they made Bulk and Skull toys and then made them completely different scales. They made Bulk a giant and they made Skull little. Oh, speaking of which, Bulk turned into a monster in Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers Brat Boy. It seems like that would have been a far better choice for, like, a monster figure than these guys who, Like, while they are cool looking, I love the designs. There's, like, no Kaku Ranger monster designs I dislike. Like I said, these are forgettable monsters. They only appear in one episode. The most memorable thing about them is their surfer lingo. Whoa, dude, check it out. Oh, far out radical, man. That's basically their whole personality, also. They don't really do a whole lot beyond that. Zed apparently knows them. They're not like monsters that he creates, they're monsters that he just summons or something. So yeah, short episode. That's all I wanted to say about these guys. Do a little quick video going over what these guys do, their features. This is a neat little action feature, but I don't know if it's, like, it constituted getting an action figure. And the big one doesn't really do anything, except for he has this thing that can go on and off his hand. I don't really know what else to say about these guys. It's just a weird choice. The monsters that they chose to make into figures, especially back in Mighty Morphin. In Mighty Morphin, that's when we got the most, like, Monster of the Day figures out of any season afterwards. The only other season where we got some Monsters of the Day as figures was Dino Charge, and it was nowhere near the volume that we got back in Mighty Morphin, where we got several monsters from each season, Season 1, Season 2, and 3. Season 3, we didn't get as many monsters, but we still got quite a few, as well as, like, a few that weren't even in the show. They were just Kaku Ranger monsters that, I guess Bandai had the designs for, and I don't know, maybe they thought that they would look cool to kids or something. Maybe that was the idea here. Maybe they had a focus group of kids, they showed them different monsters, and they were like, hey, which monsters do you like? And but then I also have to wonder, why weren't both of these large vinyl figures, or why weren't these both small figures like this guy? Why the different scales? That's the strangest thing with these figures. Um, yeah. So, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. So, yeah.